Hello everyone, my name is Maria and I want to do a very short video on basic Copic blending. I had done one in the past and you may see in my YouTube channel where I was trying to show how to do a Copic blending with circles, but squares I find are a little bit easier for people when they're beginning to learn how to color blend with Copic markers or probably with any marker, and so I wanted to do one with squares instead of circles. So here I have B24, B26, and B29, which are one of my favorite blues. They blend beautifully, and I wanted to show two different techniques of blending, and then you pick the one that you think works best for you. When I took my Copic class certification, they suggested to first lay down with the lightest color, a color down on the entire image. To make it easier for the other colors to blend. But for this demonstration, I am just going to show you just part of it, just so that I can make it a little quicker. Let's see, let me adjust this a little bit so I can bring this paper down some towards me. I want to make sure that you see what I'm doing. So I am going to start from this side here, and I am going to just lay down, I'm starting with the B24. I'm just going to lay down some color and then just trying to stay within the line. And I'm going to pull that color out towards my right. So I'm going from left to right, which is actually my preferred way of coloring. It depends what I'm coloring again anyway. So there, instead of doing the whole image, I'm just going to do part of it. Then you go to your next one, which would be B26, which is the next darkest. And then you're going to go over only part of what you've done with the lighter color. Again, I'm going to the very edge and pull it out some. Then I'm going to go with the darkest that I have on the blues. Is B29, as I have it listed here. And then I'm going to do the same thing, just go over my medium color. Oops, I went over a little bit there. Being very careful because the darker colors are very juicy, as I like to call them, and then tend to bleed a little more. Then I'm going to go back to B26. And I am not going to go all the way from the line here. I'm going to start where the two colors meet, which is the dark and the medium, and I'm going to pull that out. I'm going to pull a little bit of that darker color out towards the center. Just a little bit, and I can cover the other one out because I want to go farther out. That lighter color that I put down first helps this other colors blend a little better. You can do it both ways. I'll show you both ways, and then you decide which way you want to go. Okay, then I'm going to go now with my B24, which is my lightest. And as I was taught in a class before, because of the lighter colors tend to pull too much of the darker color, I'm going to go from right to left this time, and then just pull into the color as opposed to pulling from this way out. Some are different than others, but just for the sake of demonstration, I'm going to do it here too, because I'm pretty consistent with that technique and actually works good for me. So I am just going to, and then you work on it until it blends the way you want it to look. I like my colors nicely blended, nice and smooth. And sometimes I like to have a little more harsher lines. It all depends on what you're doing. Okay, so here you can see I'm just working it a little more, just until I'm happy where the lines meet. So if you want to go again, you can then go again with your darker and the medium and the light, but for the sake of this demonstration, I'm just going to leave it like that. Now the other technique is to start with just directly with the dark one. And this one I do a lot. Again, it all depends on what I'm coloring. Smaller areas, I go from dark and then medium and then to the lightest color. And then again, you have to be careful with the dark ones because they have a lot of more ink. See, I went over a little bit. Did a little oopsie there. So here I am laying down a little bit more dark than I did here just because I want to have a nice coverage of color here. Okay. Then you go with your medium color, which is B26. And then you go, and again, you're not going to go all the way from here. You're going to start pretty much over here where the other color ends. And then you pull some of that dark color out towards the center or towards your right. And you work at it until you are pretty happy with how it looks, and you go as far as you want. And I guess I am going to stop right there. Okay. Then I'm going to go with my lightest, and I'm going to do as I did here before, and I am going to go from right to left. And what you could do too is you can turn the paper to make it easier for you not to go over the line. I'm sorry, I went down too low there. And then you keep working at it until you're happy with your blend. I just love this blue, and as it dries, it even blends even more because as the paper dries, the colors continue to blend, so you can leave it alone. So see, those are the two techniques you can do. You can do a little bit, you can first put down the light color on as a base, and because the paper is wet, then the other colors, as you put them down, they blend better. So, but the two techniques work. They look pretty much the same. This one is fairly dry, this one is still drying up, and then the colors will continue to blend. So I hope that this helps you, and I just left that one white. I just had 3 just if I wanted to do something different, but that's pretty much what I do when I color my color with my Copics, and I hope this very quick lesson helps you understand a little bit more of how to do Copic blending. Please subscribe to my channel and write any comments if you wish, and please be nice, and also subscribe to my blog and to my Facebook pages. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you again. Bye-bye.